Saki danced through the frosted pines, her snowflakes spinning, drawing lines, each flake a sparkle, a dream in tow, chasing horizons where the wild winds blow, through valleys deep and mountains high. Her laughter echoed in the sky. Oh, Saki and her snowflakes running free, a whirlwind of wonder for all to see. They grew with the journey, they learned the way, and found new friends by the end of the day. Back to the fox den where the lanterns glow, Saki and her snowflakes with stories to show. They met a traveler by the river's bend, a fox with wisdom, a bear to defend. Each step they took, their circle grew. With every adventure, something new. The stars above lit their winding trail. Their courage soared, it would not fail. Oh, Saki and her snowflakes running free, a whirlwind of wonder for all to see. They grew with the journey, they learned the way, and found new friends by the end of the day. Back to the fox den where the lanterns glow, Saki and her snowflakes with stories to show.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, my little snowflakes. Rar to you too, Nilky. How are you? Hello, Ellie. Hello, Bexy. Boop, the snoot. Oh my goodness, so many. We don't need to tell, but wanted to see if I could still get that. Fair. Well, congratulations on being the first snowflake to arrive. Congrats. I hope my mic is on because I did not check that. Yeah, this is. Oh my goodness. 35 stream streak? Oh my goodness. Ellie, that is epic indeed. That is so epic. Oh my goodness. And Kyrie, hello. How are you, Kyrie? Oh, let's see. I'm great. How about you? I'm great too. Ghosty-chan. Hi. Nani ga suki? Bixi ice cream. Yorumuna. Nata. 3 arms? Yes, 3 arms. Cast magic missile? Yes. I have learned from League. Dutch, hello. Hello, Julius. How was your stream? How did you like Fever meme? I didn't see the end of it. I was working. Jim, hello. Hello. That reminds me. I need to turn on the lights, or else I can't read the book. Or else I won't be able to do the reading. That would be sad. Oh, that was very bright lights. That was very bright lights. Do I have less bright lights? I have a reading light. I can take that. There we go. That is nice. That is cool. Harya, I'm good. I have been working. How have you all been? It's a take claimed. I don't think so. I didn't see anyone claim the tail. So go ahead. Go right at it. There you go. Congratulations on earning the tail dodge. How's you doing, Glorpus? Glorpus? Is that a thing? Oh, Alexius, you're seconds too late. I'm sorry. But hello. Fever Dream was nice. Fever Meme was nice. I went through the first phase of the boss, which was alright, but I couldn't go further because I felt like I had no time. We ended with a bit of marbles as well. How about what? You got to the boss? I didn't reach the boss. Damn, now I feel like I missed out. But yeah, today has been good. I legit just came from work. Hello, Voidy. Hello, hello. Glorpus the Fifth, the king. Okay, I never heard about that. I feel like Nuke is shitting me now. mm. I'm scared to Google it. I don't want to Google it.
Water.
I would belong to Bonkit. Oh, I see. I didn't get to the boss. Oh, I will drink. Because I'm tired and haven't slept yet, so take care. Well, that works perfectly because we're gonna read you a good night story today. We're gonna be reading We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I really like that book. It's one of my favorite books. I'm probably gonna cry like I do with every book because it's over. Water, it said. I will change that. One day I will change it to saying soda. You sure you want to test me for that, Julius? You sure you want to test me? Go ahead, test me. Capri Sun? Capri Sun is good. Capri Sun is very good. Have you gotten a new addiction, Woody? You're drinking Capri Sun instead of Dr. Peppers? Is that what it is? Water is good. Julius, check your TikTok. I sent you a TikTok video. You should check it out. That's how I drink my water. I just drank fruit punch? Ooh, that sounds good. Water so many times. You have to drink water for the next 2 years. Nah, I will change it. Oh, you don't have Dr. Peppers? You have to go buy Dr. Peppers. You go buy. I'll support you. I'll keep your spot warm. Popcorn. I'm gonna put this here because it's gonna be. I'm gonna pin it so that people know that they're coming in. But you know, you're of course free to talk amongst you guys. I will sometimes look into chat and check things out, but like mostly, I will fix this. This is kind of annoying me. There we go. But mostly, I will be focusing on the book. And today is not gonna be like a super long stream. It's probably gonna be like around an hour and a half or 2, maybe. So that you know. Now I passed the fuck out. Yeah, go have a eep. You deserve it. You've been good. I'm proud of you. Going to bonk you. I'll remind me to book the flight and everything. I was about to do it, but needed some confirmation and have not finished everything in the end. And I lost what I did. Oh, that's fine. No worries. No worries, Julius. No worries. We'll figure it out. Just, you know, let me know what you need. I will see you with NADCon. Because, oh, thank you for the earpads. And hello, Quesadillas Rex. How are you? And Cece, how are you? Hello, wonderful Cece. I always know it's Cece coming in because he's always, that's the first thing he does, it's ear pet. I need to do it soon though. The prices will only go up from here, I fear. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. That is the thing. I'll have to see with NADCon. I really begged that I can make it this year. Holy shit. I just had things come up and I was like, oh, please don't interfere. And you know, money. Money. Like, I'm going to Japan like the month after, so I was like, oh no, I need to save up everything I have. So I will see. The violent to the fox at NightCon. Why are you gonna be violent? That's kind of not okay. Don't be violent. But yeah, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Oh, by the way, I need to do that. Let's see. You will see something really... You will see an OBS thing now, and I do apologize. Browse. Oh, will you see an OBS? I don't think it's coming up as an OBS thing. There we go. Oh. There. Is that visible enough to you guys? I hope it is. I hope it is. I can move myself a little over, actually. Oh, and I just realized that. There. Eto. Where is Sprout Tea Capture? There we go. Here maybe? And then I can make the map a little bigger. There we go. Does that work? Juan, hello, hello. 35 streak, crazy. Let's go. So many. 35. That's like a month. Wow. I just realized that's like a month. Damn. And I don't even stream like every day. Wow. I can lift you up so Saki can bite your ankles. What? Is the map okay? Do I need it? Does it need to be bigger? Does it need to be bigger? Team up, Ellie. I'll take thank you. We need to be strong together. Yup, 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 yup. Hello, Steph. Hello, hello. If not, just Google the map yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't make it bigger. It's like so big. Can make it this big. Does it interfere with anything? Oh well. Oh, thank you for the headpads. Thank you. I can put it down here though. There. I don't know where to put it. I don't know. We can't see it well in full screen anyways. Okay, you know, it's there. I guess that's where it counts. It's there. I don't have another. Can I post the map on my Discord? Can I do that? I can post the map on my Discord. I'll post it in the books and reading. So if you're part of the Discord and you know you want to see the map, there. Now you can see the map. Sounds good? Sounds good. Cool. Hello, hello, King Soul. Hello, and thank you for the earpad. Thank you. Then I'm just gonna do it like this, honestly. There we go. Okay. Are we ready to do the readings? Am I ready to do the readings? I'm sure if I'm a little bit sniffly. It happens. Okay. Damn, this book has been read so many times. Not only by me. Are you? I am ready. Get yourself some popcorn and get chill vibes on. Because we're gonna do the readings. Yes, yes, yes. Who's reading to us? Aw. Thank God. Don't get cold. I won't. I won't. But yeah, if you want to, you know, you can do whatever you want on the side. I'll just be reading and, you know, have some friendly conversations and chat. By my side. Oh, that's great. Okay. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Part 1. Welcome. Welcome to the beautiful Sinclair family. No one is a criminal. No one is an addict. No one is a failure. The Sinclairs are athletic, tall, and handsome. We are all the money Democrats. Our smiles are wide, our chins square, and our tennis serves aggressive. It doesn't matter if divorce shreds the muscles of our hearts so that they will hardly beat without a struggle. It doesn't matter if trust fund money is running out. if credit card bills go unpaid on the kitchen counter. It doesn't matter if there's a cluster of pill bottles on the bedside table. It doesn't matter if one of us is desperately in love. So much in love that equally desperate measures must be taken. We're Sinclairs. No one is needy. No one is wrong. We live, at least in summertime, on a private island off the coast of Massachusetts. Perhaps that is all you need to know. My full name is Candace Sinclair Eastman. I live in Burlington, Vermont, with Mommy and 3 dogs. I'm nearly 18. I own a well-used library card and not much else. Though it is true I live in a grand house full of expensive, useless objects. I used to be blonde, but now my hair is black. I used to be strong, but now I'm weak. I used to be pretty, but now I look sick. It is true I suffered migraines since my accident. It is true I do not suffer fools. I like a twist of meaning, you see. Suffer migrants, do not suffer fools. The word means almost the same as it did in the previous sentence, but not quite. Suffer. You could say it means endure, but that's not exactly right. My story starts before my accident. June of the summer I was 15. My father ran off with some woman he loved more than us. Dad was a middling successful professor of military history. Back then I adored him. He wore tweed jackets. He was gaunt. He drank milky tea. He was fond of board games and let me win. Fond of boats and taught me to kayak. Fond of bicycles, books, and art museums. He was never fond of dogs, and it was a sign of how much he loved my mother that he let our golden retrievers sleep on the sofas and walked them 3 miles every morning. He was never fond of my grandparents either, and it was a sign of how much he loved both me and Mommy that he spent every summer in Windmere House on Beechwood Island, writing articles on wars fought long ago and putting on a smile for the relatives at every meal. That June, summer 15, Dad announced he was leaving and departed 2 days later. He told Mother he wasn't a Sinclair and couldn't try to be one any longer. He couldn't smile, couldn't lie, couldn't be part of the beautiful family in those beautiful houses. Couldn't, wouldn't. He had hired moving vans already. He rented the house too. My father put the last suitcase into the backseat of the Mercedes. He was leaving Mommy with only the Saab, and started the engine. Then he pulled out a handgun and shot me in the chest. I was standing on the lawn and I fell. The bullet hole opened wide and my heart rolled out of my ribs cage and down into the flower bed. Blood gushed rhythmically from the open wound. Then from my eyes, my ears, my mouth. It tasted like salt and failure. The bright red shame of being unloved soaked in the grass in front of the house. The bricks of the paths that steep to the porch. My heart spasms amongst the peonies like a trout. Mommy snapped. She said to get a hold of myself. Be normal now, she said. Right now, she said. Because you see, because you are, because you can be. Don't cause a scene, she told me. Breathe and sit up. I did what she asked. She was all I had left. Mommy and I tilted our square chins high as Dad drove down the hill. Then we went indoors and trashed the gifts he'd given us. Jewelry, clothes, books, anything. In the days that followed, we got rid of the couch and the armchairs my parents had bought together, tossed the wedding china, the silver, and the photographs. We purchased new furniture, hired a decorator, placed an order for Tiffany's silverware, spent a day walking through art galleries, and bought paintings to cover the empty spaces on our walls. We asked Granddad lawyers to secure Mommy's assets. Then we packed our bags and went to Beechwood Island. Penny, Carrie, and Bess are the daughters of Tipper and Harris Sinclair. Harris came into his money at 21 after Harvard and grew the fortune doing business. I never bothered to understand. He inherited houses and land. He made intellect decisions about stock markets. He married Tipper and kept her in the kitchen and the garden. He put her on display in pearls and on sailboats. He seemed to enjoy it. Granddad's only failure was that he never had a son. But no matter, the Sinclair daughters were sunburned and blessed, tall, merry, and rich. Those girls were like princesses in a fairy tale. They were known throughout Boston, Harvard Yard, and Martha's Vineyard for their cashmere cardigans and grand parties. They were made for the legends, made for princesses and Ivy League schools, ivory statues, and majestic houses. Granddad and Tipper loved the girls so. They couldn't say whom they loved best. First Carrie, then Penny, then Bess, then Carrie again. There were splashy weddings with salmon and harpists, then bright blonde grandchildren and funny blonde dogs. No one could ever have been prouder of their beautiful American girls than Tipper and Harris were. Back then, they built their 3 new houses on the craggy private island and gave them each a name: Windmere for Penny, Red Gate for Carrie, and Cuddledown for Bess. I'm the eldest Sinclair grandchild. Harris to the island, the fortune, and the expectations. Well, probably. Me, Johnny, and Mirren, and Get. Get, Mirren, Johnny, and me. The family calls us for liars, and probably we deserve it. We are all nearly the same age, and we all have birthdays in the fall. Most years on the island, we've been in trouble. Get started coming to Beechwood the year we were 8. Summer 8, we called it. Both Dad, Mirren, Johnny, and I weren't liars. We were nothing but cousins, and Johnny was a pain because he didn't like playing with girls. Johnny, he's bounce, effort, and snark. Back then, he would hang out with Barbies by the neck. Hang our Barbies by the necks, or shoot us with guns made of Lego. Mirren, she's sugar, curiosity, and rain. Back then, she spent long afternoons with Taft and the twins, splashing at the big beach, while I drew pictures on graph paper and read in the hammock on the Claremont house porch. Then Get came to spend the summer with us. Aunt Carrie's husband left her when she was pregnant with Johnny's brother, Will. And I don't know what happened. The family never speaks of it. By summer 8, Will was a baby, and Carrie had taken up with Ed already. This Ed, he was an art dealer, and he adored the kids. That was all we'd heard about him when Carrie announced she was bringing him to Beechwood, along with Johnny and the baby. They were the last to arrive that summer, and most of us were on the dock waiting for the boat to pull in. Granddad lifted me up so I could wave at Johnny, who was wearing an orange life vest and shouting over the prow. Granny Tipper stood next to us. She turned away from the boat for a moment, reached in her pocket and brought out a white peppermint, unwrapped it and tucked it into my mouth. As she looked back at the boat, Gran's face changed. I squinted to see what she saw. Carrie stepped off with Will on her hip. He was in a baby's yellow-white life vest, and he was really no more than a shock of white blonde hair sticking up over it. A cheer went up from the sight of him, that vest which we had all worn as babies. The hair, how wonderful that is, little boy we didn't know yet, was so obvious as Sinclair. Johnny leaped off the boat and threw his own vest on the dock. First thing, he ran up to Mirren and kicked her. Then he kicked me, kicked the twins, walked over to her grandparents and stood up straight. Good to see you, Granny and Granddad. I look forward to a happy summer. Tripper hugged him. Your mother told you to say that, didn't she? Yes, said Johnny. And I'm to say, nice to see you again. Good boy. Can I go now? Tripper kissed his freckled cheek. Go on then. Ed followed Johnny, having stopped to help the staff unload the luggage from the motorboat. He was tall and slim. His skin was very dark, Indian heritage, we'd later learn. He wore black framed glasses and was dressed in dapper city clothes, a line suit and striped shirt. The pants were wrinkled from traveling, and Granddad set me down. Grinstip's mouth made a straight line. Then she showed all her teeth and went forward. You must be Ed. What a lovely surprise. He shook hands. Didn't Carrie tell you you weren't coming? Of course she did. I just need to eat. Ooh. Of course she did. Ed looked around at our white family, turned to Carrie. Where's Gat? They called for him, and he climbed from the inside of the boat, taking off his life vest, looking down to undo his buckles. Mother? Dad? Said Carrie. We brought Ed's nephew to play with Johnny. This is Gat Patil. Granddad reached out and patted Gat's head. Hello, young man. Hello. His father passed on just this year, explained Carrie. He and Johnny are the best of friends. It's a big help to Ed's sister if you take him for a few weeks. And Gat, you'll get to have a cookout and go swimming, like we talked about, okay? But Gat didn't answer. He was looking at me. His nose was dramatic, his mouth was sweet, skin deep brown, his black hair and waving, body wired with energy. Gat seemed spring-loaded, like he was searching for something. He was contemplation and enthusiasm, ambition and strong coffee. I couldn't have looked at him forever. Our eyes locked. I turned and ran away. Gat followed. I could hear his feet behind me on the wooden walkways that crossed the island. I kept running, and he kept following. Johnny chased Gat, and Mirren chased Johnny. The adults remained talking on the dock, circling politely around Ed, cooing over baby Will. The little did whatever little do. We four stopped running at the tiny beach down by Cuddledown House. It's a small stretch of sand with high rocks on either side. No one used it much back then. The big beach had softer sand and less seaweed. Mirren took off her shoes, and the rest of us followed. We tossed stones in the water. We just existed. I wrote our names in the sand. Candace, Mirren, Johnny, and Gat. Gat, Johnny, Mirren, and Candace. That was the beginning of us. Johnny begged to have Gat stay longer, and he got what he wanted. The next year, he begged to have him come over for the entire summer, and Gat came. Johnny was the first grandson. My grandparents almost never said no to Johnny. How are we holding in, chat? Are we doing good? Just gonna stop in before we read the next chapter and drink something. Just you wait, Ailey. You will see the plot twists. Right now, it's very descriptive of things. My relaxing voice is lovely. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope the music isn't too loud. You drink, I'm drinking. I ignored the last word. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let me know if this is something you want to do more often, okay? What you're drinking? I am drinking, well, it's some type of soda. It's like apple soda, I guess you could call it. So it's kind of water. It's kind of watery. It's like apple. It's like what sparkling water with apple taste, I would call it. I want to do more often. No, you do this more often. Yeah. Wait, what? I don't get it. I want to do it more often. No, you do this more often. Yes. You don't want us to do more often. I'm confused. I'm confusion. I'm confusing. Somebody explain English to me, please. Okay. I'm sorry, Ellie. I have no brains. I have no brains. Just floof. That you need to drink water more often. Just a little joke. Oh, okay. No, I don't need to drink water more often. Oh. Oh no. Wait, let me repin this. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. No worries. No worries. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Okay. Are we ready? I'm already at chapter 5, by the way. The click to pin is too long, too big. What? It's fine. No worries. It happens. Also, I'm already at chapter 5, just to let you guys know. I think it has like 36 chapters or something. Actually, how many chapters does it have? Probably has more. It has... Oh, sorry, my mistake. It has 87 chapters. Please keep reading forever. While the reply button is a tiny speck. Fair. Alrighty. Summer 14. Get and I took out small motorboat alone. It was just after breakfast. Bess made Mirren play tennis with her, the twins and Taft. Johnny had started running that year and was doing loops around the permitted path. Get found me in the Claremont kitchen and asked, did I want to take the boat out? Not really. I wanted to go back to bed with a book. Please. Get almost never said please. Take it out yourself. I can't borrow it, he said. It doesn't feel right. Of course you can borrow it. Not without one of you. He was being ridiculous. Where do you want to go? I asked. I want to get off the island. Sometimes I can't stand it here. I couldn't imagine what it was he couldn't stand, but I said all right. We motored out to the sea in a wind jacket and bathing suits. After a bit, Get cut the engine. We sat eating pistachios and breathing salt air. The sunlight shone on the water. Let's go in, I said. Get jumped in and I followed. But the water was so much colder than off the beach. It snatched our breath. The sun went behind the clouds. We laughed, panically laughing, and shouted that it was the stupidest idea to get in the water. We had been thinking. There were sharks off the coast. Everybody knew that. Don't talk about sharks. God, we scrambled and pushed each other, struggling to be the first one up the ladder at the back of the boat. After a minute, Get leaned back and let me go first. Not because you're a girl, but because I'm a good person. He told me. Thanks, I stuck out my tongue. But when a shark bites off my leg, promise to write a speech about how awesome I was. Done, I said. Gatwick Matthew Patil. made a delicious meal. It seemed hysterically funny to be so cold. We didn't have towels. We huddled together on the fleece blanket we found under the seats, our bare shoulders touching each other, cold feet on top of one another. This is only so we don't get hypothermia, said Get. Don't think I'll find you pretty or anything. I know you don't. You're hogging the blanket. Sorry. I pause. Get said, I don't find you pretty, Caddy. I do find you pretty, Caddy. I didn't mean that to the way it came out. In fact, when did you get so pretty? It's distracting. I look the same as always. You changed over school year. It's putting me off my game. You have a game? He nodded solemnly. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What is your game? Welcome back, and it's okay, Ellie, no worries. Nothing penetrates my armor. Hadn't you noticed? That made me laugh. No? Damn. I thought it was working. We changed the subject. Talked about bringing the littles to Edgartown to see a movie in the afternoon. About sharks and whether they really ate people. About Plants vs. Zombies. Then we drove back to the island. Not long after that, Get started lending me his books and finding me a tiny beach in the early evenings. He'd search me out when I was lying on the Windmere lawn with the Goldens. We started walking together on the path that circles the island, Get in front of me and I behind. We talked about books or invent imaginary words. Sometimes we'd end up walking several times around the edge before we got hungry or bored. Beach roses lined the path, deep pink. Their smell was faint and sweet. One day I looked at Gat, laying in the Claremont hammock with a book, and he seemed, well, like he was mine, like he was my particular person. I got in the hammock next to him, silently. I took the pen out of his hand. He always read with a pen and wrote Gat on the back of his left and Candace on the back of his right. He took the pen from me, wrote Gat on the back of my left and Candace on the back of my right. I'm not talking about fate. I don't believe in destiny or soulmates or the supernatural. I just mean we understood each other all the way. But we were only 14. I had never kissed a boy. Though I would kiss a few the next school year, and somehow we didn't label it love. Summer 15, I arrived a week later than the others. Dad had left us, and Mommy and I had all the shopping to do, consoling the decorations and everything. Johnny and Miriam met us at the dock, pink in the cheeks and full of summer plans. They were staging and family tennis tournaments and had bookmarked ice cream recipe. We would go sailing, build bonfires. The littles swarmed and yelled like always. Dawn smiled chilly smiles. After the bustle of arrival, everyone went to Claremont for cocktail hour. I went to Redgate, looking for Gat. Redgate is a much smaller house than Claremont, but it still has 4 bedrooms up top. It's where Johnny, Gat, and Will lived with Aunt Carrie, plus Ed. When he wasn't there, which wasn't often. When he was there, which wasn't often. I walked to the kitchen door and looked through the screen. Gat didn't see me at first. He was standing at the counter wearing a worn grey t-shirt and jeans. His shoulders were broader than I remember. He untied a dried flower from where it hung upside down on a ribbon in the window over the sink. The flower was a beach rose, pink and loosely constructed, the kind that grows along the beachwood perimeter. Gat? My Gat. He had picked me a rose from our favorite walking place. He had hung it to dry and waited for me to arrive on the island so he could give it to me. I had kissed an unimportant boy or three by now. I had lost my dad. I had come here to this island from a house of tears and falsehood, and I saw Gad. I saw that rose in his hand, and in that moment, with the sunlight from the window shining on him, the apples on the kitchen counter, the smell of wood and the ocean in the air, I did call it love. It was love. And it hit me so hard I leaned against the screen door that still stood between us, just to stay vertical. I wanted to touch him like he was a bunny, a kitten, something so special and soft your fingertips can't leave it alone. The universe was good because he was in it. I loved the hole in his jeans and the dirt on his bare feet and the scrap on his elbow that scarred a blaze throughout my one eyebrow. Get. My Get. As I stood there staring, he put the rose in an envelope. He searched for a pen, banging drawers open and shut, found one in his own pocket, and wrote. I don't realize he was writing an address until he pulled a roll of stamps from the kitchen drawer. Get stamped the envelope, wrote a return address. It wasn't for me. I left the red gate door before he saw me and ran down to the perimeter. I watched the darkening sky, alone. I tore all the roses off a single sad bush and threw them, one after another, into the angry sea. Johnny told me about his New York girlfriend, that evening. Her name was Raquel. Johnny had even met her. He lives in New York like Get does, but downtown with Carrie and Dad, while Get lives uptown with his mom. Johnny said Raquel was a modern dancer and wore black clothes. Mirren's brother Taft told me Raquel had sent Get a package of homemade brownies. Liberty and Bonnie told me Get had pictures of her in his phone. Get didn't mention her at all, but he had trouble meeting my eyes. The first night I cried and bit my finger and drank wine. I snuck from the Claremont pantry. I spun violently into the sky, raging and banging stars from their moorings, swirling and vomiting. I hit my fist into the wall of the shower. I washed off the shame and anger in cold, cold water. Then I shivered in my bed like the abandoned dog that I was, my skin shaking over my bones. The next morning and every day after, I acted normal. I tilted my square chin high. We sailed and made bonfires. I won the tennis tournament. I made vats of ice cream and lay in the sun. One night, the 4 of 8 picnicked down on a tiny beach. Steamed clams, potatoes, and sweet corn. The staff made it. I didn't know their names. Johnny and Mirren carried the food down in metal roasting pans. We ate around flames of our bonfire, dripping butter under the sand. Then, Get made triple-decker s'mores for all of us. I looked at his hands in the firelight, sliding marshmallows onto the long stick, where once he'd had our names written. Now, he had taken to writing the titles of books he wanted to read. That night on the left, being, and on the right, nothingness. I had writing on my hands too, a quotation I liked. On the left, live in, on the right, today. Want to know what I'm thinking about? Get asked. Yes, I said. No, said Johnny. I'm wondering how we can say your granddad owns this island. Not legally, but actually. Please don't get started on the Elvis and the Pilgrims, moaned Johnny. No, I'm asking. How can we say a land belongs to anyone? Get waved his hand and The ocean, the sky. Mirren shrugged. People buy and sell land all the time. Can't we talk about intercourse or murder? Asked Johnny. Get ignored him. Maybe land shouldn't belong to people at all. Or maybe there should be limits on what they can own. He leaned forward. When I went to India this winter, on that volunteer trip, we were building toilets. Building them because people there in this one village didn't have them. We all know you went to India, said Johnny. You told us like 40 times. There's something I love about Gad. He's so enthusiastic, so relentlessly interested in the world, that he has trouble imagining the possibility that others will be bored by what he is saying, even when they tell him outright. But also, he doesn't like to let us off easily. He wants to make us think, even when we don't feel like thinking. He poked a stick into the embers. I'm saying we should talk about it. Not everyone has private islands. Some people work on them. Some work in factories. Some don't have work. Some don't have food. Stop talking now, said Mirren. Stop talking forever, said Johnny. We have wrapped few of humanity on Beechwood, Gad said. I don't think you see that. Shut up, I said. I'll give you more chocolate if you shut up. And Gad did, and shut up. But his face contoured. He stood abruptly, picked up a rock from the sand and threw it with all his force. He pulled off his sweatshirt and kicked off his shoes. Then he walked into the sea in his jeans, angry. I watched the muscles of his shoulders in the moonlight, the spray kicking up as he splashed in. He dove, and I thought, if I don't follow him now, the girl Raquel's got him. If I don't follow him now, he'll go away. From the liars. From the island. From our family. And from me. I threw off my sweater and followed Gad into the sea in my dress. I crashed into the water, swimming out to where he lay on his back. His wet hair was slick off his face, showing the thin scar through one eyebrow. I reached for his arm. Gad. He startled, stood in the waist-high sea. Sorry, I whispered. I don't tell you to shut up, Kitty, he said. I don't ever say that to you. I know. He was silent. Please don't shut up, I said. I felt his eyes go over my body in my wet dress. I talk too much, he said. I politicize everything. I like it when you talk, I said, because it was true. When I stopped to listen, I did like it. It's that everything makes me... He paused. Things are messed up in this world. That's all. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't. Gad took my hand, turned them over to look at the words written on the back. I should live for today, and not be agitated all the time. My hand was in his wet hand. I shivered. His arms were bare and wet. We used to hold hands all the time, but he hadn't touched me all summer. It's good that you look at the world the way you do, I told him. Gad let go of me and leaned back into the water. Johnny wants me to shut up. I'm boring you and Mirren. I looked at his profile. He wasn't just Gad. He was contemplation and enthusiasm, ambition and strong coffee. All that was there, in the lids of the brown eyes. His smooth skin, his lower lip pulled out. There was collided energy inside. I tell you a secret, I whispered. What? I reached out and touched his arm again. He didn't pull away. When we say shut up, Gad, this isn't what we mean at all. No? What we mean is, we love you. You remember us that we're selfish bastards. You remind us that we're selfish bastards. You're not one of us that way. He dropped his eyes, smiled. Is that what you mean, Caddy? Yes. I told him. I let my fingers stir down his floating, outstretched arm. I can't believe you are in the water. Johnny was standing ankle deep in the ocean, jeans rolled up. It's the Arctic. My toes are freezing off. It's nice once you get in, Gat called back. Seriously? Don't be weak, yelled Gat. Be manly and get in, stupid water. Johnny laughed and charged in. Miriam followed. And it was exquisite. The night looming above us, the hum of the ocean, the bark of gulls. Alrighty. Hello, Fallen. Hello. Poppy? Are we puppies now? And now I can tell you guys, this is not just a love story. For those who are fearing it, it's not just a love story. It involves love, but it's not a love story. You will understand soon. Oh, I love that emote. It's but no, I would not read that on stream. That I resolved to my Discord. Thank you for the ear pet. Thank you. There was a kitty and then a doggo. And then what? Great as well. True. But this is more, I really like the story. It's more of like a family shattering type of story rather than just about two people. Smut on Discord? Maybe? If you guys like me reading, maybe I will actually read some more heavier topics. Can we get a poll for those who are at least here if I should continue doing streams like this or not? I really want to know. If you're like, this is boring me, I don't like it, please be honest and press no. It's anonymous, I cannot see it anyways. So just, be honest. If some of my mods could make a poll, that would be amazing. Well, I finish on to chapter 8. That night I had trouble sleeping. After midnight, he called me my name. I looked out my window. Gat was lying on the back of the wooden walkway that leads to Windmere. The golden retrievers were lying near him. All 5, Bosch, Grendel, Poppy, Prince, Philip, and Fatima. Their tails thumped gently. The moonlight made them look all blue. Come down, he called. I did. Mommy's lights were out. The rest of the island was dark. We were alone, except for all the dogs. Scoot, I told him. The walkway wasn't wide. When I lay down next to him, our arms touched, mine bare and his in an olive green hunting jacket. We looked at the sky. So many stars. It seemed like a celebration, a grand, eclectic party the galaxy was holding after the human had been put to bed. I was glad Gat didn't try to sound acknowledgeable about constellations or say stupid stuff about wishing on stars. But I didn't know what to make of the silence either. Pull to make sure that everyone... Yes, thank you, GTS. Can I hold your hand? He asked. I put mine in his. The universe is seemingly really huge right now. He told me. I need something to hold on to. I'm here. His thumb rubbed the center of my palm. All my nerves concentrated there, alive to every movement of his skin on mine. I'm not sure I'm a good person, he said after a while. I'm not sure I'm either, I said. I'm winging it. Yeah. Gat was silent for a moment. Do you believe in God? Halfway. I tried to think about it seriously. I knew Gat wouldn't settle for a flippant answer. When things are bad, I'll pray or imagine someone's watching over me, listening. Like the first few days after my dad left, I thought about God for protection, but the rest of the time, I'm trudging along in my everyday life. It's not even slightly spiritual. I don't believe anymore, Gat said. That trip to India, the poverty. No God I can imagine would let that happen. Then I came home and started noticing it on the streets of New York. People sick and starving in one of the richest nations in the world. I can't think that anyone watching over those people. Which means no one is watching over me. Either. That doesn't make you a bad person. My mother believes she was raised Buddhist, but goes to Methodist church now. She's not very happy with me. Yet hardly ever talked about his mother. You can't believe just because she's tell you to, I said. No, the question is, how to be a good person if I don't believe anymore? We stared at the sky. The dogs went into Windermere via the dog flap. You're cold, Gat said. Let me give you my jacket. I wasn't cold, but he sat up. I sat up, and he sat up too. Unbuttoned his olive hunting jacket and shrugged it off, handed it to me. It was warm from his body, much too wide across the shoulders. His arms were bare now. I wanted to kiss him there while I was wearing his hunting jacket, but I didn't. Maybe he loved Raquel. Those photos on his phone, that dried beach rose in an envelope. It's mud. At breakfast the next morning, Mommy asked me to go through Dad's things in the Windermere attic and take what I wanted. She would get rid of the rest. Windermere is gabled and angular. 2 of the 5 bedrooms have slanted roofs, and it's the only house on the island with a full attic. There's a big porch and a modern kitchen, updated with marble countertops that look a little out of place. The rooms are airy and filled with dogs. Get and I climbed up to the attic with glass bottles of iced tea and sat on the floor. The room smelled like wood. A square of light glowed through from the window. We had been in the attic before. Also, we had never been in the attic before. The books were Dad's vacation reading. All sports memories, cozy mysteries, and rock-star tell-alls by old people I'd never heard of. Get wasn't really looking. He was sorting the books by color. A red pile, a blue, a brown, white, and yellow. Don't you want to read anything? I asked. Maybe. How about First Base and Way Beyond? Gaff laughed, shook his head, straightened the blue pile. Rock on with my bad self. Hero of the dance floor. He was laughing again, then serious. Candace. What? Shut up. I let myself look at him a long time. Every curve of his face was familiar, and also, I had never seen him before. Gat smiled, shining bashful. He got to his knees, kicking over the colorful book piles in the process. He reached out, he stroked my hair. I love you, Caddy. I mean it. I leaned in and kissed him. He touched my face, ran his hand down my neck and along my collarbone. The light from the attic window shone down on us. Our kiss was electric and soft, and tentative and certain, terrifying, and exactly right. I felt the love rush from me to Gat and from Gat to me. We were warm and shivering, a young and ancient and alive. I was thinking, it's true. We already love each other. We already do. Granddad walked in on us. Gat sprung up, stepped awkwardly on the color-sorted books that had split across the floor. I am interrupting, Granddad said. No, sir. Yes, I most certainly am. Sorry about the dust, I said, awkward. Penny thought there might be something I'd like to read. Granddad pulled on an old wicker chair to the center of the room and sat down, bending over the books. Gad remained standing. He had to bend his head beneath the attic's lanterned roof. "Watch yourself, young man," said Grandad, sharp and sudden. "Pardon me?" "You heard me. You could get hurt." "You're right," said Gad. "You're right, I could get hurt." "So watch yourself," Grandad repeated. Gad turned and went down the stairs without another word. Grandad and I sat in silence for a moment. "He likes to read," I said eventually. I thought he might want some of Dad's books. "You're very dear to me, Caddy," said Grandad, patting my shoulder. "My first grandchild." "I love you too, Grandad." "Remember how I took you to that baseball game? You were only 4. "Sure." "You had never had a crackerjack," said Grandad. "I know. You bought me 2 boxes. I had to put you on my lap so you could see. You remember that, Caddy?" I did. "Tell me." I knew the kind of answer Grandad wanted me to give. It was the request he made quite often. He loved retelling key memories in Sinclair family history, enlarging their importance. He was always asking what something meant to you, and you were supposed to come back with details, images, maybe a lesson learned. Usually I adore telling these stories and hearing them told. The legendary Sinclair, that fun we'd had, how beautiful we were. But that day, I didn't want to. "It was your first baseball game," Grandad prompted. "Afterwards, I bought you a red plastic bat. You practiced your swing on the lawn on the Boston house." Did Grandad know that what he'd interrupt? Would he care if he'd know? When would I see Gad again? Would he break up with Raquel? What would happen between us? "You wanted me to crackerjack at home," Grandad went on, though he knew I knew the story, "and Penny helped you make it. But you cried when there wasn't any red and white boxes to put it in. Do you remember that?" "Yes, Grandad," I said, giving in. "You went all the way back to the ballpark that same day and bought 2 more boxes of crackerjack. You ate them on the drive home, just so you could give me those boxes, I remember." Satisfied, he stood up and we left the attic together. Grandad was shaky, going downstairs, so he put his hand on my shoulder. I found Gad on the perimeter path and ran to where he stood, looking out at the water. The wind was coming hard, and my hair flew in my eyes. When I kissed him, his lips were salty. I'm just gonna check how much is left. Okay. Granny Tripper died of heart failure 8 months before summer 15 on Beechwood. She was a stunning woman, even when she was old. White hair, pink cheeks, tall and angular. She's the one who made Mommy love dogs so much. She's always had at least 2 and sometimes 4 golden retrievers. When her girls were little, all the way until she died. She was quick to judge and played favorites, but she was also warm. If you got up early on Beechwood, back when we were small, you could go to Claremont and wake Gran. She'd have muffins batter sitting in the fridge, and would pour it into tins and let you eat as many warm muffins as you wanted, before the rest of the island woke up. She'd taken us berry picking and help us make pie or something she called a slump that we'd eat that night. One of her charity project was a benefit party each year for the Farm Institute of Martha's Vineyard. We all used to go. It was outdoors in beautiful white tents, with the littles would run around wearing party clothes and no shoes. Johnny, Marin, Ged, and I snuck glasses of wine and felt giddly and silly. Gran danced with Johnny and then my dad. Then with Grandad, holding the edge of her skirt with one hand. I used to have a photograph of Gran from one of those benefit parties. She wore an evening gown and held a piglet. Summer 15 on Beechwood. Granny Tipper was gone, and Claremont felt empty. The house is a 3-story grey Victorian. There's a turret up top and a wraparound porch inside. It is full of original New Yorker cartoons, family photos, embroidered pillows, small statues, ivory parades, taxidermied fish on plagues. Everything, everywhere are beautiful objects collected by Tipper and Granddad. On the lawn is an enormous picnic table, big enough to seat 6, and ways off from that, a tire swing hangs from a massive maple. Gran used to bustle in the kitchen and plan outings. She made quilts in her craft room, and the hum of the sewing machine could be heard throughout downstairs. She bossed the groundkeepers in the gardening gloves and blue jeans. Now, the house was quiet. No cookbooks left open in the counter, no classical music in the kitchen sound system. But it was still Gran's favorite soap in all the soap dishes. Those were her plants growing in the garden, her wooden spoons, her cloth napkins. One day, when no one else was around, I went into the craft room and the back of the ground floor. I touched Gran's collection of fabric, the shiny bright buttons, the colored threads. My hand and shoulders melted first, followed by my hips and knees. Before long, I was a puddle, soaking into the pretty cotton prints. I drenched the quilt she never finished, rusted the metal parts of her sewing machine. I was pure liquid loss. Then, for an hour or two, my grandmother gone forever, though I could smell her Chanel perfume on the fabric. Mommy found me. She made me act normal, because I could. She told me to breathe and sit up. And I did what she asked. Again. Mommy was worried about Granddad. He was shaky on his feet with Gran gone, holding on to chairs and tables to keep his balance. He was the head of the family. She didn't want him destabilized. She wanted him to know his children and grandchildren were still around him, strong and merry as ever. It was important, she said. It was kind. It was the best. Don't cause distress, she said. Don't remind people of a loss. Do you understand, Kitty? Silence is protective coating over pain. I understood. And I managed to erase Granny Tipper from my conversations, the same way I had erased my father. Not happily, but surely. At meals with his aunts, on the boat with Granddad, even alone with Mommy, I behaved as if those two critical people had never existed. The rest of the Sinclair did the same. When we were all together, people kept their smiles wide. We had done the same when Bess left Uncle Brody, the same when Uncle Jonathan left Carrie, the same when Gran's dog Peppermill died of cancer. Gat never got it. He'd mentioned my father quite a lot, actually. Dad had found Gat both a decent chess opponent and a willing audience for his boring stories about military history. So he'd spend some time together. Remember when your father caught that big crab in a bucket? Gat would say. Or to Mommy, last year some told me there's a fly fishing kit in the bathhouse. Do you know where it is? Then a conversation stopped sharply when he'd mentioned Gran. Once Gat said, I miss the way she'd stand at the foot of the table and serve our dessert, don't you? It was so... Tipper. Johnny had started talking loudly about Wimbledon until the dismay faded from our faces. Every time Gat said these things, so casual and truthful, so oblivious, my veins opened, my wrists split. I bled down my palms. It went light-heated. I'd stagger from the table or collapse in quite shameful agony, hoping no one of the family would notice, especially not Mommy. Yet almost always saw through when blood dripped on my bare feet or poured over my book I was reading. He was kind. He wrapped my wrist in soft white gauze and asked me to question about what had happened. He asked about Dad and about Gran, as if talking about something could make it better, as if wounds needed attention. He was a stranger in the family, even after all those years. When I wasn't bleeding, and when Mary and Johnny were snorkeling and wrangling the littles, or when everyone lay on the couches watching movies on the Claremont flat screen, Get and I hid away. We sat on the tire swing at midnight, our arms and legs wrapped around each other, lips warm against the cool night skin. Oh my god, hey Blackwater, hello, hello, hello. In the mornings, we'd sneak laughing down the Claremont basement, which was lined with white bottles and encyclopedias. They were kissed and marveled at one another's existence, feeling secrets and lucky. Some days, he wrote me notes and left them with small presents under my pillows. Someone once wrote that a novel should deliver a series of small astonishments. I get the same thing spending an hour with you. Also, here's a green toothbrush, tied in a ribbon. It expresses my feeling of inadequacy. Better than chocolate being with you last night. Silly me. I thought that nothing was better than chocolate. In a profound symbolic gesture, I'm giving you this bar of Vosges I got when we all went to Edgartown. You can eat it, or you just sit next to it and feel superior. I didn't write back, but I drew silly crayon drawings of the two of us, stick figures waving in front of the Colosseum, the Eiffel Tower on top of a mountain, on the back of a dragon. He stuck them up to his bed. He touched me whenever he could, beneath the table at dinner, in the kitchen the moments it was empty, covertly, hilariously, behind Granddad's back while he drove to the motorboat. I felt no barrier between us. As long as no one was looking, I ran my fingers along Gad's cheekbones, down his back. I reached for his hand, pressed my thumb against his wrist, and felt the blood going through his veins. One night late July of summer 15, I went swimming at the tiny beach alone. Where Get, Johnny, and Marin? I don't really know. We had been playing a lot of Scrabble at Redgate. They were probably there, or they could have been at Claremont's, listening to the aunts argue and eating beach plum jam on batter crackers. In any case, I went into the water wearing a camisole bra and underwear. Apparently I walked down to the beach wearing nothing more. We never found any of my clothes on the sand, no towel either. Why? Again, I don't really know. I must have swum out far. There was a big rock in one of the shores, craggy and black. That always looked villainous in the dark of the evening. I must have had my face in the water and then hit my head in one of the rocks. Like I said, I don't know. I remember only this. I plunged down into the ocean, down to rocky bottom, and I could see the base of Beechwood Island, and my arms and legs felt numb, but my fingers were cold. Slices of seaweed went past as I fell. Mommy found me on the sand, curled into a ball of half underwater. I was shivering uncontrollably. Adults wrapped me in blankets. They tried to get me warm and cuddle down. They fed me tea and gave me clothes. But when I didn't talk or stop shivering, they brought me to a hospital on Martha's Vineyard, where I stayed for several days. At the doctors ran tests, hypothermia, respiratory problems, and most likely some kind of head injury. Though my brain scans turned up nothing. Mommy stayed up by my side. Got a hotel room. I remember the sad, grey face of Aunt Carrie, Aunt Bess, and Granddad. I remember my lungs felt full of something, long after the doctors judged them clear. I remember I felt like I'd never get warm again. Even when they told me my body temperature was normal. My hands hurt. My feet hurt. Mommy took me home to Vermont to recuperate. I lay in bed in the dark and felt desperately sorry for myself. Because I was sick, and even more because Get never called. He didn't write either. Weren't we in love? Weren't we? I wrote to Johnny 2 or 3 stupid, lovesick emails and asked him to find out about Gat. Johnny had the good sense to ignore them. We are Sinklers after all, and Sinklers do not behave like I was behaving. I stopped writing and deleted all the emails from my sent mail folder. They were weak and stupid. The bottom line is, Gat bailed when I got hurt. The bottom line is, it was only a summer fling. The bottom line is, he might have loved Raquel. He lived too far apart anyways. Our families were too close. I never got an explanation. I just know he left me. Alrighty. I guess this is where we stop with a little cliffhanger. Oh. Ay, quick the TV. Hello, how are you doing, Blackwater? Tired from my move? Oh, are you done though? Is it done? Is the move done? Thank you so much for the headpads. Thank you. It's almost exactly an hour. It's like 1 hour and 3 minutes, I think. We're good. You're done already? I was about to fall asleep. I'm sorry. Voice is not kicking around for much longer. You know, we have to keep the voice. We have to wait for the next episode. Yes. Oh, what is the results? I haven't watched. Oh, yes. You guys want me to read it? These things more often? Well, let me know. What do you think so far? Is it okay? Is it good? And hi, Blackwater. I'm so happy you tuned in. And thank you for everyone who stayed throughout the reading. I actually didn't expect people to show up at all. What are we thinking about the book? Is it a good book so far? Is it too lovely-dovely? Makes it much better. Oh, thank you. I really enjoy reading it. I remember it's like when you finish the book and you start seeing the connections once you read it for the second time. It's like, right. Oh no, that's what it means. It was pure. It was not. It was holding hands and kisses. How was it anything like that, Ellie? How was it anything like that? Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. No, I think. Well, okay. I worked like late on Friday. If I am able to, depending when I get out of work, I will have to see. I could continue reading it on Friday. Or if I'm feeling like it, I can come on and read for an hour tomorrow. It will be late Friday then. So would you guys rather want me to do tomorrow or Friday if I were to read more? What is your availability? It's over. The book is not finished. It's just over for now. Up to you. Oh, I'm asking. I'm available for both. Tomorrow I'm off work, so I'm have a little bit more time and can plan a little bit more around it. Well, considering I might also have Thursday. Hello, Toasty. How are... What did I just break? What was that sound? I'll take whenever you can. Okay, I will update my Discord then. Okay? I will update my Discord whenever I read next. Is that an okay thing to do? How are you doing, Toasty? Are you okay? You just missed the story. You just missed the reading. And I think honestly, no, Bex didn't fall asleep. He actually commented. I was like so expecting Bex to fall asleep during this. He's if you're searching for a person that is as EP as me, find Bex. I missed the reading. Fuck. Yeah. We just ended on a cliffhanger too. So now my chat is desperate. Well, no. My snowflakes aren't desperate. but I learned they want to read her more. I'm not EP. You sure about that? Huh? You EP mister? Oh, by the way, can I tell them? Can I tell them the plans on Saturday, Bexy? I don't know. I don't know if you want to share it yet because your chat doesn't know yet. But yeah, so far we're just chilling. We're just reading, of course. Okay, so Saturday I have decided and forced Bex to finish Little Nightmares 3 with me. So we're gonna be doing that on not Friday, Saturday. This Saturday. So we're gonna do that, and if we finish in a okay-ish time frame, we're gonna be playing Are We There Yet? So we're gonna do that, depending on when we finish. Because I don't think we're too far off from Little Nightmares 3, the ending. So, yeah. You didn't force me to do shit when you asked me to play. I always force you. I'm excited for the future. Also, is getting something ready for you. What? Now I'm excited. I saw the drawing she did of Hex. My god. I never knew that I never knew that male could look so handsome. My goodness, it was so great. But yeah. It was the other sibling? Oh really? It didn't say, well, your siblings are talented. Damn it. I'm jealous. I want to be as talented. Sad. Then again, Ellie, you're also quite talented, so I guess it lays in the family. Okay. Shall we see if we can raid into someone? I don't know who's online though. I don't know who's online. I think are we going with cozy vibes, raiding into cozy vibes, or are we raiding into chaos? What are we raiding into? There's a lot of people playing Haytale right now. Ooh, Kaiserban is playing Blue Prince. Okay, I just have chaos. Does anybody have any people that read something that is doing something cozy? I just have chaos, like Dead by Daylight, Final Fantasy. Blue Prince, I think, is the closest we get to cozy right now. So maybe? Kaiser? Yeah. I'm the most talentless in the fam. No, you are the most talented in the fam. All my friends are way more chaotic, so now I fear the Haytales everywhere. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm not mad about it. It's just like, damn. Case Me is online, but what are they doing? That is Markiplier. Okay. Now you know what I'm watching a lot. With Minecraft, Skari could be. We're raiding a lot into Skari lately. She's playing on a Minecraft server, I think, actually. Maybe Kaiser? I feel like Skari has a lot of views, so I'm kind of scared to raid into them. I hope that makes sense. Kazemi is having a hand stream. Ooh, naughty. Naughty. Showing off hands like that. That is pure smut. Showing off hands on stream. Mm. Uh, Rachel that plays Hytale if you want. Oh yes, please tell me their name, Jaldias. I would love to. I'm so talented. Please tell me what talent I got. Suppress my damn sister's drawing skills. You are talented in maybe not arts. I haven't seen you draw anything yet, so I don't know. But you are quite talented in forms of like what is it called? Like scheduling is not scheduling, learning. That is a talent itself. You're talented with music. You are talented with video editing. You are talented with being a mod. I guess that's a talent itself. You know, so you're generally just a really talented. You're damn talented with writing. I almost forgot about that. Damn, I miss reading your writings because damn, they're so good. Probably was about to say, is that fucking Markiplier? It is. I watch a lot of Markiplier. Snack Moon is her name. I don't know if you ever rated into her. I'm forgetful. She's very sweet bird. That is such a cute name. Actually, let's go. A friend of Julius is also my friend. Is that what they say? Hi, Tail. Let's go. Oh, they look adorable. Oh my god, I love that. They look so cute. Love. Guys, I'm sorry I'm gay now. Don't tell them I said that. Don't tell them I said that, please. I haven't followed her. I have to follow. I'm announcing my raid by following them. Can we say that we said that you sent us here, Julius? Can we tell? Or is it gonna be like a shush no? You follow nice people and me. So everybody said no, don't out me like that, guys. Fabricated lies? No, only truths. You can say it if you want. I don't think that she'll mind. Okay. No. Ildiz, don't you dare. Alright, you, Ellie, don't you dare. Now I'm searching up names. I'm reading and talking at the same time. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Anyways, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, my little snowflakes. I appreciate it so much. You guys are awesome possum. I love you all. Always believe in yourself, at least as much as I believe in you. I'm sorry, I mistook. Okay. But yeah, always believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. I love you all. Have a wonderful time. And with that, all that's left for me to say is no, Mitten, I'm sorry. Next time for sure. But thank you so much for stopping by. Let's leave some love. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Saki's whisper fades away. Twilight melts